KILR Killer Game.
Hello gamers, simmers, and pilots. I am the Killer Gamer. We're back here with the Coast to Coast, West to East with Flight Simulator 2 by SubLogic for the Commodore 64. This is a brave undertaking that we're doing here. Flying that long route cross country with a very old simulator. And old scenery discs. How many people out there would want to actually do this? You know, probably not many would want to do it. You know, they're going to want to fly a simulator that's got scenery and it's got all the bells and whistles and stuff like that. But, you know, there's a chance that some newer folks out there might be interested. It's like, oh, wow, you can really do that? You know, and then there's us older folks that was like, yeah, man, we did this back in the day. And you may be in a situation to where you really can't do it yourself, but you've been kind of wanting to do it. But here we go. Now, if it's not something that you can do, well, now you can sit back and enjoy the flight. You've got someone here that's taking that retro trip from one side of the coast to the other side of the coast, one side of the country to the other side of the country, and you know, we get to see all the scenery in between, and just get that immersive experience of what it was like to do this on the Commodore 64. And we're almost there. We're almost to the East Coast. So let's go ahead and we'll talk about the flight, of where we're at and where we're going to be going on this particular episode. Okay, so we're right here, Baltimore, Washington International, and as you can see from our path, it's going to be taking us into New York, all the way to Martha's Vineyard, but we're going to be stopping here at Philadelphia International, which I think that might be about 100 miles, maybe just a little less than that. But that comes complete with an ATIS, so we can tune into that. And there might be an ILS there, not sure. But that's where we are going to be flying to, as far as navigation. Well, you know what? It seems to me the best thing to do is to tune into Modena. Yeah, this is DuPont right here. I think if we tune into Modena right here, right here in the center, and go directly to it, and then fly at about a heading of 100, then we should be able to line up with. I think that looks like runway 9 right and 9 left. We should be able to line up with one of those two runways there, and land. And in case anyone's wondering, the reason why there's yellow here is because that scenery was not actually completed for the Commodore 64. It is for the PC, and one of the next projects that I want to work on is going to be with Flight Simulator 3, and we will actually be starting in this area of Scenery Disc 12. We'll get to see what that actually looks like. And then it will go from the east and go out to the west. I might do a V. I might go down the coast, or I might go across no, I can't do that. There's no scenery there. So I might go down the coast. I might do like a go down the coast like this, and then over here, and then like up or something. I don't know. I haven't quite decided what my flight plan's going to be on that one. But there we go. So let's get our nav radios tuned in to 113.2, and we'll go from there. 113.2. That is what we need. So let's do that. 113.2. $65 miles. Okay, so it's not 100. It's about 65 miles away. Okay, so we're going to nav 2 is going to be our, it's going to take us directly there. Nav 1 is going to take us away from it. So one of the OBS's, OBS 2 will take us to it, OBS 1 will take us away from it. So that's what I'm going to set them up to be here. Okay, so we want it to go away from it at 100. Okay, so for number 1 is, or OBS number 1 is set. 2, what we want to do is just center that needle so we know what heading to fly. And it looks like the heading is going to be around 56 or 54. Somewhere around there. Okay. Oh, so what is a good... I guess what we'll do is we'll move over to the left here, take that, go down that runway and turn around and come back. That might be the easiest solution, I think. Did the game come with another guide for individual airports? Well, the scenery discs came with information for the individual airports. It's got the coordinates for all of them and stuff. Alright, so we're just going to go all the way down here to the end and turn around. How long is this runway? Ah, there it is. There's the end. some of them have the ILSs. I'll show you. It's in the scenery disk information. This is not really centered, is it? I think we need to adjust our altimeter. That doesn't look right. That looks right. It was saying that we're close to 2,000 feet above, what, sea level, ground level, whatever? Yeah, I knew that wasn't right. Alright, here we go. Stay on the runway here. There goes Baltimore. Alright, so we're gonna turn to a heading of about 052, I think. Don't mind me, I'm concentrating. Trying to get us on the right heading. I'm like, why is this not working? Why is this not working? Why do we keep going back and forth here? There. I think I'm where I want to be now. Okay, so let me show you an actual, the actual map from the scenery disk, right here. And one, you can see it's got the ATIS written right there, so we'll tune into that. But right here, it's got the ILSs written down. Now these are on the eastern scenery disks. They do not show. As a matter of fact, I don't think any of the western sceneries got ILSs, I don't think. And also it's got the ATIS information here. And then as far as... Hi! That's not what I wanted to do. Now I gotta delete it all. Graffiti! It's all over the place. Here you've got the charts, but then you've got, let's zoom in here a little bit. It'll list all the VORs, their frequencies, the coordinates, and then here are the airports. There's York, Pennsylvania. There's Washington, Dulles International, so it shows you the... Oh, it even shows you where the field is at. It's right there in the middle. There you go. So, and it tells you the runway length as well. As you can see, runway 1 and 19. It gives you the length and the width and the altitude, which is important. You're going to want to know that because it's hard to determine how far above the ground you are. Okay, so what are we looking at here? What is this? What's this? What's this? I believe that is the Baltimore Martin State airport right there, I think. Yeah. Okay, so this whole area here is the city of Baltimore. Let's zoom out here. Yeah, so you've got, let's see, that loop that goes around, that's the 695, and you've got I-95 that we're not quite flying over. There's another road there. I think, was that Route 1? There's I-9, no, sorry, that is Route 40. Okay. So one of the roads is, oh, there is Route 1. But in case you folks are wondering what in the world I'm looking at. This right here. Okay, so there's the airport. Highlight it right there in red. And so you can see the I-95 is going this way, but Route 40 is going this way also. Route 1 goes off in this direction. We can go back and look at this again. A little bit higher in elevation than what I want to be. I don't like flying this high with this simulator. Just because it's a challenge to get it back down safely when trying to get to the airport. Okay, so what are we looking at over here to the side? That is all the Chester River, Elk River, Eastern Bay, Man o' War, Gales Lump Sanctuary. I don't know, there's a whole lot of bodies of water that just kind of converge into that area there. Alright, so we're going to Philadelphia International, which does have an ILS. It's 109.3. And it's 9 right, which is perfect, because that's the direction we're going. We're going to be going in that direction, so that's perfect. Altitude is 21 feet. ATIS is 133.40. Okay, we're not close enough to pick up the ATIS message yet. Three nautical miles for each 1,000-foot descent. That sounds about right. Just based off of memory and how I fly and how I try to get down like 1,000 feet at a time in the later simulators, which are a lot more forgiving. They're a lot more forgiving than the old classic ones. So after this flight, we've only got two more flights, and we have completed our journey from west to east. And since I'm not going anywhere tomorrow, apparently, as long as I can get some, as long as my internet is in good shape, I'll be back to stream tomorrow. We'll wrap this up. Okay, so that airport there. That's the Baltimore Martin State Airport. So based on the map, we're like right there. So if I get like a pin, we're right there. Just looking out the windows, looking out the left, we're looking out the right, and to the back, to the front, and then forward again. Oh, that's good. It still looks like it's having some issues on my side, but I don't know for sure. Click to read your unread notifications. Okay, well, it goes. Yeah, it looks like it's going okay. Yeah, I know. The interesting thing though is this frame that's around, I mean, you can see I have it somewhat cut off. Okay, it's actually this colored frame that goes around it. It's actually like an inch thick. Instead of wasting space on the video, I trimmed that off. But it's interesting how you have that different color there, but it's not utilized. Well, it could be utilized. That light blue is being utilized inside the artificial horizon. So I don't know. I feel like they could have pushed this just a little bit more. You know what I mean? Like they could have just had like used black or something to go around the edge of the frame. And then because they have it changed somewhat color in a way when it's dawn or dusk or whatever, but why not have like this light blue for the sky during the daytime and then this darker blue for when the sun is coming up or the sun is going down? I don't know, I feel like they could have just done a little bit more. Nope, I don't have cable internet. The cable internet's a little tough to do when you're on a truck. Yeah, my internet consists of either my phone or my mobile Wi-Fi 4G device or 5G device. I have one of each. Because ironically, there are areas that I go into where I have a higher upload speed on my 4G device than I do my 5G device. Go figure, I don't know why. Yep, I'm streaming from a truck. Yeah, I am a truck driver. I thought you knew. I thought you knew. That's why I'm not able to stream as much as I used to back in the day, because I'm on the move. Yeah, it's just I'm in Utah right now, and there is this storm that's going to be blowing through, and I had a pickup tomorrow, and they rescheduled it for Thursday. So I have to sit here. I had to sit here and wait all day today, and now I got to wait all day tomorrow, and then I might be able to pick it up the next day. But yeah, but there's like a winter advisory happening tonight and tomorrow, and I don't want to drive in it anyway, so it works out. No, not at home. I have done streams at home, but we don't have cable internet there either. Yep, we're all mobile now. Things are a lot different. But there have been times that I've been able to live stream Flight Sim 2020 with my 5G device. Sometimes some areas that I go into, the upload speed is like really fast. It was actually the irony is when we did have cable internet, the upload speed was capped at around 10 megabytes per second, I think. And my 5G device has gone way faster than that. So, yeah, that's just kind of crazy, but I'm glad I got the streaming working a little bit better than what it was. I tried a different... I was using OBS and it was giving me some trouble, so I decided to pull out Streamlabs OBS, and that seems to be working a little better. I figured if one gives me trouble, try the other one, you know. Yeah, 4G and 5G. It's just really weird. With all the places that I've been to, there are some areas that the 5G device does not work as good as the 4G. Like, there might be an area that is only 4G, and like the 5G is supposed to be backwards compatible, but the 4G device is able to work a lot better in that area than the 5G device. It's really odd. And my internet is limited, so my data is limited. So my 4G device is limited to 50 gigabytes a month. My 5G is 100. For most intensive purposes, it works for what I need. But if I've got a lot of downloads and stuff to do, it doesn't work so well. Here we go. Philadelphia International. Landing and departing runway 9. Advise controller on initial contact, you have echo. Yeah, so if I have a lot of downloading, then I'll go to like a relative's house and ask them if I can use their internet. Yes, exactly. In regards to FS2 not being graphically data intensive. Yeah, if I was trying to stream Flight Sim 2020 right now, it wouldn't work. I'd be having problems. I might be able to get away with like Flight Sim 3 or 4, maybe 5. Definitely not Flight Sim 2020. But that's okay. I can record videos, put them on my YouTube channel. One of our viewers was saying that I need to get some more X-Plane 12 videos up, because the last videos that I put up, it was still in beta, so I haven't done anything since its official release. There's like a lot of stuff that I've been wanting to do. Just haven't been able to get around to doing it. And of course, it didn't help that I had to reinstall Windows on my laptop, because Windows did some type of update and it messed up my Wi-Fi, and I had to refresh Windows and everything. I had a hard drive failure at one point, so now I got to reinstall a lot of other stuff. So like X-Plane 10, for example, like had all the X-Planes installed, but now I got to reinstall it. But yeah, so I've got that. I need to check my copy of my install of Flight Sim 2004. So I got the box right here. Make sure that it's working, because I've got this ERJ 145 Pilot in Command, which is supposed to be a Pilot in Command was a good series of planes, if I remember correctly. And I've been wanting, I'd like to get this installed and do some flights with it. I've done it. Yeah, as far as the Flight Sim 2020, I have actually done it. It's worked. I have to be in the right location. I've flown the ERJ every now and then. I enjoyed the smaller the smaller jets before I started getting into the bigger ones. Manuals on CD-ROM. We are staying right on course. This is good. Oh, give my ears a break there for a moment. keep this picture in mind here for a second. I want to pull this up. Okay, so if we look back just like that, here is Google Maps in 3D mode, and that's what we're looking at right there, looking backwards. So we are flying in this direction. See there? Philadelphia, right up here. Is that the airport? I'll be dang. Oh, well. Here you go. This is where we're landing. Philadelphia International Airport. And it was like 9 right, I believe. So we'll be landing on this runway right here. Be interesting to see if it's got any downtown buildings or not. Pittsburgh did. I was surprised by that. When we were at Pittsburgh, it had like 3 downtown buildings. It's like slowly rendering here. Yeah, it wasn't, no, it wasn't ERJ. There was a recent add-on for Flight Sim 2020, and I kept thinking, no, it wasn't the ERJ, it was the CRJ. They came out with the CRJ. That one, I think it did. I think that one actually sold well. That was one that I wanted to get, was the CRJ, but haven't had the greatest of financial situations, so I haven't been able to get that. Just like the PMDG, the 737, I haven't been able to get that either. I got it for prepared, but I don't have it for Flight Sim 2020. All right, so we're 15.8 miles to that one vor. And then from there, so I think we can just pretty much stick on our current heading. That should be fine. The ILS, that's my truck shutting off. Let's see, the ILS for Philadelphia was 109.3. Okay, we're not close enough to pick up a signal yet. Yeah, I'm curious, though, about the ERJs. Let me see something here. Well, Just Flight, they've got a collection of Embraer regional jets, but that's for FSX and Flight Sim 2004. Special offer price, $23.99. Usual price is $50. Come on, no one's going to pay $50 for for stuff that's that old. Come on now. That's kind of cool. It's got a bonus call, a first officer, and a flight attendant utility. I guess it's an extra $17.99 for that. That looks kind of cool. Hold on, we got 10 miles until we get to that vor. This is what I'm looking at here. Look at this. These are the pictures here. If it says FS9 and FSX, then you pretty much want to use this with FS9, because there's going to be something better for FSX. That's kind of nice. I'm pretty sure the pilot in command that I've got is used. From what I understand, the pilot in command series was like study level. I think they were pretty high quality. But yeah, no, so it says highly detailed ERJ 145, 135, and 145XR models with a virtual cockpit and cabin. Ultra realistic flight model, a load editor, and then the first officer and flight attendant simulation in it. There's a couple of links here where you can download liveries for the FSX and for the FS9 version. Ooh. Wow, see, now look, here we go. McDonnell Douglas, MD-11. for Flight Sim 2020. But look at that, $56.99? I wonder if it's worth it. Because there's another Mad Dog series that comes. Isn't it like Fly the Mad Dog? Is that what it's called? The lights just went out. Turn the lights back on. You still got boxed FS9 discs? Yeah, I've got my FSX ones. I don't have them here with me. But yeah, I got my FS9. I've got that. FS9 is one of my favorites. Flight Sim 2004, Flight Sim 98. Those are like two of my favorites. Got about 4 miles. All right, here's something else that I saw. Feel there. ERJ 145. Oh, this is for prepared. Version 4. That's not too bad of a price. $24.99. Be interested to see if this is a good quality plane or not. Air traffic control. Oh, Tower Simulator 3, Tracon, Tower 3D Pro. Tower 3D Pro, what is this? Full 3D, realistic moving foliage, all kinds of other stuff. I've never been into control towers and stuff, but you know, I should probably give it a shot. Hey, you all know how I am when I'm like flying an airplane. Imagine if I'm a working in a control tower and I'm like guiding a bunch of airplanes. What could go wrong, right? You know, the interesting thing about Flight Sim 5, 95, and 98, Flight Sim 5 is 5.1, right? Or is basically 5.0 and 5.1. Flight Simulator for Windows 95 looks just like FS5, except it runs on Windows, but they called it version 6. Flight Simulator 98 was definitely several steps ahead of Flight Simulator 95, but it was release 6.1. When actually Flight Simulator 98 compared to 95 is like a there was a lot more airports on Flight Simulator 98 than there was 95. I thought that was weird that they went from 6.0 to 6.1 when it should just have its all new version of it. But yeah. All right, we are over the 4. Okay, good. Let's tune. Hold on. Let's start turning to. I'll try to multitask here. Okay, so I got nav 1 set up for our ILS for runway 9. We're 17 miles away from the Philadelphia International Airport. Well, I'm 14 miles away, and I am at 2,400 feet. The glide slope can't be that low. I don't think we're getting an accurate reading on the vertical. What is it? The VSI? I don't think we're having an accurate reading on that. I'm taking it to about 2,000. There it goes. You see, it's moving. I don't think we were close enough for that thing to. For it to pick up, but now it's picked up. Okay, so now we're actually underneath the VSI. See, I've flown this old simulator so much. It's just I know like all the little all the little intricacies and stuff. You know, it's I found workarounds and stuff. I think I need to bank a little bit more than at 100. Let me try maybe 110. Oh, I see the VSI starting to go down. We're also at 10 miles, and we're going to drop our first degree of flaps. Trying to see how far. Oh my goodness. I think we are way off course here. Oh, that's not even turning. Huh, I wasn't able to get the vertical or the horizontal indicator to move. Well, that's not good. Well, based on my original flight plan, or my navigation from the Moderna VOR, we're at 100. That's basically where I want it to be. Oh, I see the airport. Okay, we're gonna have to move over this way. Which, hey, I see a bridge. Right there, there's a little brown line right there. There might be more detail when we get closer to it. Let's see if I can figure out what bridge that is. I think that could be the Commodore Barry Bridge. It's either that or it is the Delaware Memorial Bridge. It's one of the two. There's a white line that goes across there, but I don't really see anything that might actually be a bridge. Just this one right here. I am really off. Okay, I see the runway we need. It's just hard to see it from here. And I think there is some scenery in Philadelphia. I see something. I saw a few brown lines. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking too. The skyline. Yeah, there's a couple of brown sticks over there, which sometimes that's all they are, is just sticks, but then sometimes you get closer and it actually turns into a building. Now see, this is why I use a keyboard, because I can use the rudder to just move myself gently off to the side there. I know we're higher than the glide slope. I'm working on it. I'm just trying to be careful because we're like right over the river. Come on, stop sliding that direction. Go over here. It seems like there is, but no, there's no wind. It sure seems like there's a crosswind of some sort. Whew. It was getting close to stalling. That was having me a little worried there. Because when it stalls, it'll just nose down. All right, let's get off the runway here. Let's see, is there a place we can park? Now, this is probably a fine spot right there. Turn that off there. So you can see that there's a few sticks up here. There's one here, one there, and looks like there's 3 of them over here. So on the next flight, we'll be flying in that direction. We'll see if these are actual buildings or not. See if there's some actual scenery over here in Philadelphia. You're right. A plane should stall when you're right above the runway. It should stall and just gently come down. It doesn't quite work that way. If you time it right, it'll work that way on the C64. But a lot of times when you hear that stall, it's like game over, because it just translates stall as an, oh, it's not flying anymore, and it will just nose down. And you could literally be like right above the runway, and it will just nose down the plane, and you'll wind up crashing. It can get quite frustrating. But very cool. Is there anything else? Yeah, so it looks like all the excitement's going to be there in front of us on the next flight. So, cool deal. Okay. Well, I've done a lot of streaming for today and a lot of recording. So I got to go take care of food and stuff. But anyways, thank you so much for joining me on this flight, and I hope you're all enjoying this journey from West Coast to East Coast on the Commodore 64 with SubLogic scenery discs. We will certainly be doing stuff like this on the other classic simulators as well, giving you a chance to, see something that very few, if any, are doing nowadays with these old simulators. 3 a.m. Wow. Yeah, it's definitely late, but glad to have you. I was glad to have you here with me there, RJP, and TextRich. Good to have you here as well. All right. Well, like I was saying before, if my internet is going well tomorrow, we will finish up the series. 2 more flights. That's all we have. 2 more flights, and we have gone all the way to the end. I like that. Was that a bro? That a bro? Bro shake? Yeah. Cool deal. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next episode. Next stream. Have a killer awesome day.